All right. This is for the YouTube channel. I know other draft league seasons have a big compilation of failings. I'm too much of a tech boomer to do that. So you're gonna get a group chat of the handful of us that are available, looking back at the season and laughing. I think I think detailing people's failings uh, is pretty funny. Oh, thanks. I actually needed that. So then I can update Goat's life points, which are obviously fucking wrong. So what I think we're gonna do is I think we're gonna go backwards here. As you can see, this is the leaderboard. It is up to date completely. The only thing that wasn't was Goat's life points, and he corrected me on that, which I appreciate. Are you reading that book to yourself, kiddo? Proud of you. So yeah, in ninth place, we have Griever, who finished on mission 11. Um, damn, what a bad showing by Griever here. What was his roster? Did he have anything interesting?
I wouldn't know because I sadly wasn't able to watch a whole lot of people's streams, but we can take a look at his squads.
Okay. Most of this is down here as they died, and I kept this updated in real time. I'll probably next season I'll probably move to like a spreadsheet. Um, this was just done because I'm a boomer and on a whim. Yeah, the dark elf. Oh boy, let's talk about this dark elf. It's a real shame Marshall's not in here because he got to watch that in real time. Uh, Griever ran this dark elf who was on a team I think with Axe Raider and Tiger Axe into the the machine team on mission 4 or mission 3 or whatever. And they had like 2 AP. Yeah, spreadsheets are just easier. Next season we'll be on a spreadsheet, Graceful. Um, but yeah, you fucking yikes. He ran this team with like 2 AP and like they did not do it in one fight. I don't think they did it in 2 or 3. Dark
Oh
Elf
dear.
fucking died. And then he timed out on the mission.
Oh yikes!
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Did
pretty
Dark Elf
funny.
just, did Dark Elf just get hard focused or something?
No, so because he only had like 2 AP on each monster, they couldn't keep up with the lab tank, and the lab tank just eventually killed her.
Uh,
Like they were literally level 1 walking into that fight, which is dumb.
that no. My question is why didn't he use the fodder teams that you fight at the start of mission 3 to level it up?
All that EXP went to someone else. Who did he give it to? Is it Sagi? I can't remember. It was a long time ago, and obviously his content isn't like saved,
Right.
so I don't remember. I don't remember who was there. Um, and things kind of just consistently fell apart for Griever. I know he ate a few bad crits. Uh, a lot of these bad teams got like cut down. Magician of Faith was bad. I think she died on like 7. She got like critted by
Mm.
the Black Pendant team and like instantly killed. Uh,
Any critical hits on the squishy mons, unless they've been made bulky by Ishizu or Rex, are just going to immediately get shredded.
Reduced to atoms.
yeah,
Exactly.
they literally were. They were vaporized. And then I know these two were the tragedies. Well, that's not what I wanted. The Sea King and Sagi were like the biggest tragedies because they were both taken by Obelisk.
Ah, damn. Did they
only
catch a straight
thing that
Omni hand
killed them.
crit?
I think Sea King did. Sagi just eventually died over prolonged combat because
Ouch.
that was it. That's all he had was this team, and then uh, that was literally it by that point. It was just his Kaiba team. Everyone else is dead.
how did he lose how did he lose so many good there are so many like at least decent mons on this team. What happened?
He ran. Was it Bakuri Box? It was Bakuri Box or Neck Hunter, or maybe both. I know he ran them into the fairy team on 7, and they took someone. And then Weevil, or not Weevil, the water mission 8, took a lot of monsters from him.
I wonder if Sebekal or Nakubatos had a hand in that.
I can't remember. I remember him sucking, and I remember it being funny. That's about it. But yeah, so the Griever's our last place player. What a tragedy. Really is a tragedy too. It
Yeah.
really is a tragedy. I was kind of hoping somebody else ended up in last.
Yeah, I wonder who.
I think he's the next guy we're gonna talk about. Should we move on from Griever? Are we done with his? Are we done making fun of him?
Did Neck Hunter even get high enough to use its special attack?
No. Just no.
What level does Neck Hunter need to be to use that super? Is it level 30?
It's 25 or 30. I don't know off the top of my head.
That's it. That sounds about right to me.
But yeah, just so many good monsters. Just such mismanagement. I think Griever's biggest issue was just like he put a lot of like not. A lot of teams were stretched thin. There would be like a good monster or two on the team, and then like a shitter, and then like the shitter would die, obviously, and then like the rest of the team wouldn't have like the stamina to like live out the fight, and then they would all die. And so
Especially
there was no.
given, yeah, 2 monsters worth of AP is always less than 3 monsters worth of AP.
Yeah, and like his strong monsters never ended up filtering up because of it, and so by the time he lost Sagi and Sea King, it was like all but over, like completely. Which I guess is a tragedy.
I really do hope K Fox ends up showing up so we can at least like text chat about all this.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go long enough for K Fox to get here. The kiddo needs dinner, and this is only possible because the wife had like a church event to go to.
Oh,
so I was like, oh, I got time. Let's do this now. Let's do it now. I got the time. But yeah, I think we're done talking about Griever. Like the TLDR is he made it to mission 11, and like literally did graceful in season levels of bad, with more I think in some ways because combos are mid, right?
Combos suck, man. That's all
See?
I can say.
You heard it from the guy that had 3 himself in season. Combo suck. But yeah, I think we're done making fun of Griever. I don't think there's anything else to say. Bad. Bad.
At least you tried. You tried.
Dude, you don't even get like a bronze sticker, right? Like it's just
no. Give him a gold star. You tried sticker. Right? Do that.
Not even.
I'll say this. He deserves it more than the next person we're gonna talk about.
Oh,
Give
bro.
him a cookie.
Bro. Should we talk about Mars?
Oh god.
I think let's do Mars in as few words as possible because I don't think we really want to bring up and get riled up over something that we all know is just oof, oh boy.
It's for the content.
You can dunk on them all you want. I'll just listen in and comment if I feel like it.
Nah, you don't understand. We're all getting roasted tonight. Like, maybe we'll turn the heat down a little bit, but we're all getting roasted. It's not fun if we're not getting roasted.
But Mars is roasting. Okay, but Mars roasting is especially toasty, right?
Oh well, I mean he roasted himself, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Master Mars. Oh boy, what a guy. It's a real shame that Xenom isn't in here, and his face hurts too much to join in on this, because Xenom Xenom had the clip. If I could have recorded that clip, I wish I had it. So yeah, Mars is in 8th. He finished. I think he died on 15. It was whatever. The problem with Mars, if we're talking objective, right, to not pick at the guy, but to pick at the roster. This was easily probably the, if not like the best, easily the second best roster I think in the league. I'm actually probably gonna say it was the best.
Absolutely. Metalzoa, Jinzo, Insect Queen, Giant Red Sea Snake, Skull Knight, and one Blue Eyes.
No, he had 2. It's even worse. It's even worse.
Oh
he
my
had
God,
Azrael and
he
Jabril.
even had Zoa. This team had if constructed correctly and properly utilized, this whole lineup could crush the campaign.
I wish that, what's this gif? Oh yeah.
Even Gazelle
What was that for?
Even Gazelle could have been a fantastic support given he has Wild Nature's release.
Nah. Yeah, I agree with Top Goat. Fuck that guy.
Well, I'll just say this: Wild Nature's release, and then slapping a Horn of the Unicorn. That's kind of all Gazelle is good for. He's better than Baphomet. We can say that, right?
Yeah. Who did he traded? I think Mars really kind of undermined himself. So like, starting from the draft process, he was really insistent on fusions, which is really weird because fusions kind of suck.
It depends on the pieces. Though I've said it before and I'll say it again. The way I see fusions is a fusion is only as good as the piece as its pieces. So something like Valkyrion is okay and its pieces are okay, even if like people say they fall off. And then meanwhile you have something like Cosmo Queen, which is fantastic, and its pieces are fantastic.
Fall off. They don't fall on. Oh boy. Yeah, you were right, Graceful. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about here.
What did he say fuck me for, basically?
100% accurate. We'll talk about Mission 5 in a minute.
Beta's a sweet little boy. I think
Fuck
I've said
Beta.
before that
Into the roaster.
I think that I've said
Don't
before that
you take that fucking back right now. Beta's cool as fuck, bro.
That's
fuck
yeah.
Gamma.
That's what I'm
Gamma.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Beta's the best of all of them, especially
Yeah, but I'm talking
considering.
to King. King said fuck
Nah,
Beta.
I like Alpha more than Beta. I do agree
Yeah,
Gamma's the worst though.
Gamma's a
I
good
like Beta the most. Gamma just kind of exists. I don't hate any of the Magnet Warriors, but I obviously love Beta the most.
Beta's just an innocent guy.
Getting back on track here.
Alpha's basically the big brother. Yeah.
Getting back to the topic at hand. I think a really big problem that Mars had just throughout his whole roster or his whole approach was just like we mentioned the fusions, but he actively traded. I think it was for Baphomet, right? Someone can correct that if it's wrong, but I think he traded for Baphomet, and then he traded fucking Curse of Dragon to Xenom, and Xenom won. Spoiler alert. And
Why
you know
would you trade away Curse of Dragon?
And you know what the funny thing is? You know, guess what? One of his ace monsters was that Curse of Dragon. Like it wasn't completely.
Because Curse of Dragon is like, isn't Curse of Dragon one of the only dragons who gets blind on basic attack?
I think so.
Yeah, which is freaking phenomenal. And then combine that with a single dragon treasure, you have undodgeable blind spam.
Well, and they also put it with Megami and this Rocket Warrior, which was like very good. It was a very good number 3 team. And
that's a pretty solid team. And also, I agree with Top Goat that Curse of Dragon is basically a better Harpy. The only difference is Curse of Dragon is a bit slower, but that's not that bad. He's not a slow dragon.
No, not at all. Not at all. And so like that trade to this day like fucking confounds me and like baffles me. Just hard, outright, no debate.
Yeah, because you're trading for Baphomet to make Chimera, who's undoubtedly the worst fusion.
Yeah, and it's like not even close. Terrible, worst trade deal ever.
I feel like even with the new people we might get in season 6, I don't even think they'll make trades as bad as that.
Me either.
Yeah.
I think the best part about Mars, preseason, like draft, right? Oh, that is a bit of a hot take, huh? I get where you're coming from. I still think it's a loss.
It's at least a little bit redeemable, basically.
To complete a fusion isn't necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, when the fusion is Chimera and you're trading for Baphomet, it's a
It's a
trade. We'll
little
say that.
much.
Oh yeah, we watched Griever
This is
fucking
very
trade. We forgot about that trade. Griever traded Sengenjin for fucking Sagi.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we forgot about that trade.
That's true, King.
Why would you? Oh my goodness! Unless he was pining for spellcasters, like, oh, I don't have a spellcaster, so I can't use magic. Then, okay, but at the same time, it's Sengenjin for Sagi.
I'm pretty
well,
sure isn't Sengenjin
So Sagi scales
the best?
super well as the game progresses, and Sagi is actually not like terrible. The
Does he
biggest
have, like, a
issue,
good-
well, again, the biggest issue with Griever is he traded fucking Sengenjin for it. So he took a roster that was pretty good and was willing to sacrifice his best piece for a middling piece just because he likes that Sagi. And you know, it's gonna be a real shame what Griff's gonna do to that. Not Griff. What Xenom's gonna do to that Sagi by the end of this.
I mean, you can like what you like, but trading away one of the best potential Dragon Slayers for, again, Sagi's not that bad. He makes for a fantastic support spellcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually
Doesn't it-
really good. I think the biggest problem, again, was the fact that, like, Griever traded, like, and Xenom openly said he would have taken less. Like, he double-checked. He's like, are you sure you want to trade me Sengenjin for this? Like, I'll take something, like, a little weaker than Sengenjin. And he's like, yeah. And you're like, why? What are you smoking? What are you doing? Why are you here?
I think it also says a lot about Sagi's potential when, as far as I remember, I think Sagi actually gets used in, missions 7. Wait, no, it's used in. He's
right.
used in mission.
Valkyrion's a
He's
bum.
used in mission. He's used in mission 18 as one of the main monsters on possessed Mokuba's team.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, now that we've talked about that bad Griever trade we forgot about, good lord. What a time machine. Yeah, I remember Mars was like up in my DM. Well, not, I think it was maybe in the general like Discord chat. But he was like up in my DMs after Zay, you traded me that twin-headed King Rex. Or two-headed King Rex. He was up in my like chat being like, hey, I'll trade you this Thunder Dragon.
Oh my god, the Thunder Dragon quote unquote trade.
Oh, well the problem is I actually like Thunder Dragon. I was judging you. We'll talk about that. Hey, but remember, my Laura survived the run while the Dark King I traded you fucking died. So
I mean, also it's Dark King of the Abyss. He's not the worst fiend ever, but he's just kind of he needs time. He needs time.
No, I was actually really
he needs
happy.
to get warmed up.
Like I was still okay with the trade, even if Dark King like was obviously really good for Goat.
I've never used Dark King, and I look at his stats, and I can definitely see something there. It's just, again, he needs time. he
Yeah,
needs time.
but see, you missed the fact, Tom, where they're like cute anime elves, and I'll take that 10 times out of 10.
And also, they have one devastating combo attack.
I mean, it's fine. Like they're not great. They're fine. I think they're really good because they have like status guard, and that's like really the selling point is the status guard. Without the status guard, they'd be like garbage.
Yeah.
But
It's
anyway.
it's also kind of why. Actually, never mind. Go ahead.
Anyway, let's go back to this really bad Thunder Dragon trade discussion. I actually really like Thunder Dragon. I would have completed this trade if he didn't want like my fucking Barrel Dragon for it.
Oh my god! Right. He wanted to do that so badly.
You know, like I don't like. Why would you want a Barrel Dragon? Like I get why you'd want it, but like, you really think I'd give it up for a Thunder Dragon? Like
You're
no.
also trying to trade away one of the only dragons with access to magic, which is insanely rare. I think the only other dragon, to my knowledge, that gets access to magic is Kaiser.
Yeah, and then he like didn't fucking use it, wasted it the whole time, and then like just bitched and moaned about it. I'm like, you're a moron.
Bitched and moaned about Thunder Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it were me, Thunder Dragon would have been on one of my main squads. I.e., he would have been on either the Kaiba team, the Ishizu team, or if I wanted to just make him a full-on beater with access to magic, put him on the Keith team.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no clue why he was so like hateful of Thunder Dragon. I'm like, literally fine.
The only other team I would maybe put Thunder Dragon on if I wanted to increase its longevity would be Rex for his life point mastery or gains.
Well, another thing is too is I actually had some like sentimental interest in bringing back Thunder Dragon because in my season 4 run, I beat the game and my primary team was Thunder Dragon, Two-Headed King Rex, and like Meteor Black because that's where we banned fusions.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was a lot of sentimental value in bringing the squad together for that. And yeah, I was not giving up a Barrel Dragon to get Thunder Dragon. Like, no. And then my favorite response was like, he's like, oh, I'm just not going to give you a fusion for nothing. I'm like, homie, I'm not even going to fuse. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Fusion, what's that?
Exactly.
Like, I just want the homies together. Like, no, screw off.
If anything, now I have this image of my head of after Thunder and Two-Headed fuse into Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, they're on the ground looking up at MBD. MBD gets on one knee, pets him on the head like they're brothers in a way.
Yeah, I'm not giving you a fusion for nothing. Tom's right. He totally thought he was competing with me. He got a little big-headed after looking at his draft, and then shall we talk about mission 5? should we talk about the facade ending on mission 5? So I remember this. It's almost burned into my brain at this point, like a core memory, if you will. I think it was just me and Tom watching Mars play on like a Sunday morning, and I was like sick, so I was in bed like watching on my phone, crying. Not really. And Mars was like perfect through like 4 missions, the first 4. And you've seen obviously all these monsters. His roster is fucking cracked, and he pulls a smoke. For everyone that knows, I'll explain what a smoke is for first time viewers. But pulling a smoke is where you make a strategic tactical error so bad that it deserves mock and scorn forever. In Mission 5, or Kaiba 5, I should say, Weevil basically like lures you into a trap in the forest, and he, basically tries to cut you down while he has an advantage in the forest. The thing is, it's if you know what you're doing, you could easily outmaneuver Weevil with anything. So our friend Mars here, on his Keith team, it was the Zoa, Metal Zoa, Jinzo, and Insect Queen. This team is strong enough to literally win the game with.
Yeah, it's so freaking good. Two magic users, Castle Adept, Royal Jelly, and if
the
put
Royal
on a
Jelly's
martial,
bad.
and if put on a martial like Ishizu, has like a fuck ton of HP. I feel like by end game, if you even with the level 55 level restriction, this team could have like a combined health pool of like over 9,000 HP.
Yeah, like Tom has it right with this gif here. Like this team is like cracked. It should never have died. It should have it could have soloed literally the whole game if used like even remotely properly. And
Especially considering again, you have like up to 6 slots of magic.
yeah, and it's high level magic too. Like, and Jinzo is level 5 and Metal Zoa is level 4. So you obviously get access to really strong magic. Status guard. Jinzo gets status guard. So there's literally no excuse for this team.
Oh my
to die.
god, he gets status guard too?
Yeah, Jinzo gets status guard at 50.
Yeah, he's basically a machine version of Moisture Creature then.
Kind of. He's not as fast
Yeah,
or lucky. So
yeah.
I don't know if I'd compare them, but yeah, I mean, it's still very good.
Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
And so this is his Keith team, and for those that know like Keith or know Mission 5 on the Kaizo ROM, Weevil chases like Keith in the Draft League ROM specifically, and he I don't think he like fully got Weevil to the base, but he got Weevil stuck, right? Like there was no way Weevil was gonna hurt him or whatever. And he decides that like he was so hell-bent on using fucking like discount that he's like, I'm gonna go shopping with Keith, even though there's like we know there's nothing on that level like worth buying, realistically speaking. And so it's like, what are you doing? And so he leaves, and Weevil escapes and cuts him down in the forest. This whole team just cuts it down outright. And oh boy, we had the meltdown of the century.
I feel like even though I didn't see it, from what you described the first time, he was probably like just spitting fire.
Yeah, and it was like such a slow death too. Like it took like 4 or 5 times for Weevil to kill it, which only like rubbed salt in the wound. Because like he couldn't escape, like he was trapped. There was no way you were getting out.
If it took that many fights for Weevil to kill it, how did he not like at least put a dent in Weevil, or at least find an opportunity to escape?
Well, because his team was too slow, and he was like basically forced to spend all of his time healing. So the speed on his team sunk them outright. They were never escaping on a flea. And then on top of that, like he was forced to just constantly heal, and then the insect cannon fire just went insanely hard and ripped him to shreds. Like
who even was the leader on that team? Was it Jinzo?
I think it was Jinzo. I can't remember.
It has to be Jinzo because I'm pretty positive Jinzo has C tier speed. Metal Zoa, I'm pretty positive.
It was Zoa. It was Metal
Why
Zoa.
was it Metal Zoa? Metal Zoa, I think, has D tier speed.
He thought it had B. Tom's right in the chat here where he said he thought it had B tier speed. He insisted on him thinking that it had B tier speed for whatever fucking reason.
No. Even if you were to confuse it with Zoa, Zoa is C tier speed. Metal Zoa is D, and then I think Insect Queen is also D, especially considering Insect Queen in Kaizo is set up to where unless you have a leader that is also D speed, you should be able to outmaneuver the Queen and make it into a castle to give yourself at least a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, Goat's right. Like, he literally saw him run Metal Zoa in season and then like decided this was a good idea. No, but even then, right? All of that aside, it doesn't matter. Because I had that barrel dragon on my Keith, and you even on like fucking D tier speed, you can make it up to the northwest base and like block Weevil in, and it literally be fine. So like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Even the problem was never the speed. The problem was the tactical error. Like he was just focusing on the speed issue as like a cope for the fact that he fucked up really hard. And then Tom put it in the chat here. I guess I'll put it on the screen, so everyone has an idea and can get the same chuckle I did.
You thought it was
the infinite, this,
yeah.
the crying Stewie meme, which is fucking peak, because it really get the camera. It's me.
Does Red Eye's metal actually like B tier in overworld speed?
No. No.
Is it C tier? I don't
think
think.
he's C.
I know Red Eyes is fast. I don't know if the same applies to metal.
It gets slower. I think it's C tier.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's C.
Were there any other missions where he like I won't say he like spontaneously combusted, but were there like any like other insane mishaps that happened?
No, not really. By that point, he was so like emotionally defeated that like it didn't really matter. So for those that know, right, the reason Tom posted the crying meme is because like we basically had a full mental breakdown in real time. Like I think he lost Insect Queen first, and then I think Jinzo went second. And each time a monster died, more and more anger flowed. He let the hate flow through him, as the Sith Lords would say. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that trade later.
Yeah.
But it was bad. And then of course I'm not gonna talk too much about the meltdown itself in the Discord. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But
yeah,
there. Apparently it was my fault. Me and Tom's fault. Because our rules are too harsh, I guess. Fuck us. Fuck our rules. Yeah. Stinky. Terrible. Awful rules. We should let people have fun.
I mean, for everyone that wasn't Mars who played, I'm pretty positive they had fun.
I think everyone did pretty well outside of Griever. I'm not gonna say Griever did good, but even Mars did like fine if you like take his breakdown into consideration of like fucking trudging through in one day. But no sympathy. And then he asked for a do-over, and no, no.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
Yeah, what's the meme? The no meme where it's like just fucking Bugs Bunny saying no. That was me that day. But yeah, here it is. Let's pull it up on the stream. This was me. Come on, get off the screen. That's right. I did try to compromise. But I hit him with the hard no on like half of what he wanted. Right. I'm doing this for ITQ. Yeah. And then I DQ'd him, and then he freaked out. That was the best part. He's like, I get a redo or I DQ. I'm like, okay, well then you're DQ'd. And then he's like, no, wait, I don't want to DQ. I'm like, homie.
It's no skin on everyone else's back if you decide to quit.
Like, I don't care. Like, if you want to redo, do a redo in your own time with your roster. I don't give a shit. Like,
yeah. Just
don't come into. Yeah, I get that this is like an off-season league and it's unofficial, but like, don't like respect the integrity of the league, even if it's not your thing. Rules are rules. Follow them or leave. Like, and he powered through. I watched off and on. Oh, I missed the best part. I forgot the part where Xenom comes in. Yeah, that was peak. So like Xenom's popping in and out.
Whoa! What's going on in here?
Right? He pops in when like 2 monsters are dead. What's going on here? What happened, man?
Oh boy.
Oh, that was when the tears really. I think it was when he threw something.
Didn't
He
you
threw his
didn't you
controller.
didn't you say it was
Nah,
didn't you
he was already like throwing stuff. And then
Oh.
Xenon joined, did that, and then he instantly left and shut down.
Yeah, okay. What's going on here?
the way you both say it makes it sound like Xenon was just in the most innocent way possible wondering what was happening.
Good, because it's literally true.
Well, he said it as if like he would if anyone lost anything, which is
Yeah.
like, oh shit, unlucky, bro, unlucky. But the mood was not like that.
He he walked in with pizzas with the house on fire.
Nice.
So yeah, I think we can move on from Xenom, or not Xenom, Master Mars. He like
Yeah.
trudged he trudged the rest of the way in one day. I can't remember what the full detail was. I'm like, whatever. He kind of wore me down. So I was like, you can finish, but if you do this shit again, I will ban you permanently. No qualms about it. And then he proceeded to like fucking suck, and then like cry and bitch and moan. It's a real shame that like Xenom can't be here to like give his side of the story, because Xenom was like his babysitter with like K-Fox.
Man. I certainly
And-
would like to hear from him at some point.
Yeah, they said he like cried, or like bitched and moaned the whole time, and it's just like, congratulations, my man. Oh, Marshall watched him too. Oh, okay. This is Marshall. Gotcha. Creeper became super chill because Mars took all of his bitch and moan energy. Yeah, no kidding. It really was. I know like we split halfway through the day because like not all of us wanted to like watch him or like be in his toxic aura. To use the Zoomer slang, and like he like chased us back into the main Discord. What's going on over here? Avoiding you. Trying to stay sane. But yeah, he made it to mission 14, and that's kind of where, you know, the end happened. He lost his blue eyes on 14, both of them. And then that was pretty much the end of it. He waltzed into 15 and like was killed in the final boss. And we all laughed and rolled our eyes, and you know, I hope ruining your like your street cred in the in the Discord was worth the spurg out. We can end the discussion there, I think.
Yep.
Ruining. I mean, yeah, disposition was low. I get that like disposition was low with him, but you know, I think there's like a small chance to build it back before that, and then like after that, there's like no chance it comes back, right? Like, yeah, it's like they were already low. They were low, but he could come back from it, and then like Mission 5 meltdown was like, nah. I think everyone's gonna kind of make fun of you from here on out for that. Like, kind of not cool. You kind of treated everyone like shit, and then you really wanted us to feel bad because life hard, and it's like, anyway, not doing it. And then in 7th, we have Zayzen got 7th.
Yep.
You have 0 life
Yeah.
points. Wow. Do you want to roast yourself? Oh yeah, Tom hard coached him through like 15 and 16. The rest of us hard coached him through 14.
I'll say this. Even with the, I honestly had a frickin' blast. Had a freaking blast when Tom and everyone else started coaching me. Like it's one of the few times where I've played a game and for a little while I was kind of, I'm not sure if I would say if I would call myself the people's champion, but I drew an audience, so to speak.
I think to go in theme of the roast here, I think we were kind of just frustrated of you like throwing good monsters away and stuff, because what bothered me a lot was you would run all your AP down and then like be so wide open for crackbacks, and they would obviously crack back super fucking hard, and then be like, "Oh no, my team died." Well, yeah, your AP management was pretty bad. But you did fix it at the end, but
that is something that I'm super thankful that people pointed out that I'm not good at AP management, and I need to utilize waiting a lot more rather than just continuously swinging.
I wanted to play false bound using a real person as a marshal.
It's usually
Tom Space.
a lot better. It's usually a lot better, at least from what I was hearing, when going into a fight versus an enemy marshal, that you obviously aren't going to kill an entire team in one go unless you have a cracked team. Like your mission, the usual objective per fight is kill at least one monster and figure out what monsters on that team are the most troublesome.
Yeah, it's like threat assessment, and then like making sure you can stay up in fights too, and like not fall too far behind. Which, like, you did get better, and so it's not like threat assessment.
Yeah.
I just press Z, bro. When your Z move says minus 1500 attack every time you use it. Killing me, goat. Killing me. Though I think, to be fair, your roster was pretty bad as well.
The roster was very, very meh. It could have been so much worse, but it had some good stuff on it. Like, again, I freaking loved using the Ishizu team. It freaking, when it came together, holy fuck, was it a good team.
I'm gonna post, or I'm gonna put Tom's meme in here.
Yeah.
This is 100% accurate, not gonna lie.
I am a little sad when it came to Mission 8. What happened to Rex? Just I wanted Water Girl and that team to go so much farther. They honestly could have been a super annoying team to the enemy, especially considering that's a level 3 magic user. Granted it is Water Girl, but then again, Water Girl's not the worst spellcaster.
I think, honestly, your biggest flaw was you kind of wasted Kaiba. I think this Ishizu team was perfect, but your Kaiba you put on like the Sword Stalker and the Dragon Seeker, and they were not good options to put on that team, like, at all.
Out of curiosity, what would you have put on the Kaiba team alongside Moisture?
To not touch Ishizu, at the very least, I would have put like Beaver, and probably Lava. Because they have pretty good HPs. You could have put Embodiment on too if you were looking for like.
Do you think Beaver Warrior would have actually been a better warrior than Sword Stalker to put on that team?
Yes.
I think my main reason for not really using Beaver Warrior and putting him on Weevil was because I didn't really know that Beaver Warrior had a ton of potential. Like, he's one of the few monsters that gets access to growth 4, so the more you put into him, the stronger he'll get. And I was at that point during the draft, I was kind of getting bogged down in just all the meh or bad mons I was getting.
Yeah, like I would have done anything else. You put 2 low HP monsters with Moisture Creature, and then things kind of fell apart when they died. And you were forced to like put Tau and Crawling on there, and it's like feels bad, man. I think it's possible you could have finished the game with better team construction out the gate. Like,
yeah,
if Goat could do it, you could do it.
I'm actually surprised that when Crawling Dragon entered Kaiba's team, he ended up being as bulky as he did. I put Crawling Dragon alongside Pegasus because I was like, what the frick am I going to use this thing for? And then
what do you want?
By the end, like, even without any items, he had like 3,000 attack and nearly 2,000 HP.
Okay. Give me a second. I want some goldfish.
Oh no, it's cool. If anything, maybe in my spare time, I'll construct a Kaiba or Ishizu team with Beaver Warrior and see what I can do with him. Because if he has the luxury of growth 4 as well as Castle Adept and armor at super early levels, then he could very well be like maybe I don't know the unsung hero of the Warriors or something, like a pretty decent warrior if invested into.
All right. Kiddo's got a goldfish. What do you want? Not right now. Give Frozen a break, dude. You watch it like 7 times a day. But yeah, that would just be. I know Top Goat said that it was Spinlord's winning strat. Yeah, but like one of those monsters on Spinlord's team was also like Time Wizard. And that certainly helped with the paralysis and AP boost and all that. Even with Wabaku at 25, I think that team still would have probably cooked. Like Spinlord's team. Anyway. What was that? Dude,
Nothing. If you also want to continue it by going into like what happened in certain missions, I'm fine with that.
I just don't remember. I was pretty bored.
It was mostly.
You could talk.
There was nothing. As far as I want to say to self roast myself, there was nothing too. There were some close calls here and there, but it was solely missions like I think it was 8, 11, and then endgame where things started going wrong. Like I was so furious with what happened back in mission 8. Just that Rex could have beaten that Fiend Kraken team. It probably was also a case of poor AP management, but I could have beaten that team, and I was so frustrated that Rex couldn't pull through.
Is a fucking killer, absolute slaughterer.
Say that again, Griff. We couldn't hear the first part.
Man, I'll defend you on that. That shit sucks.
Alrighty. Are we done? Feeling better?
And as proven time and time again, Scott is no joke. If anything, the new team that Tom made for Scott oddly feels in line. Like it feels like something Scott would do as like the administrator of the game. Just give himself 2 moisture creatures and a strong fusion. So far it's mostly just so far we've been through the discussions for Griever and Mars. And currently it's the roast of yours truly.
I think our roast is pretty much done. we made fun of his bad AP management.
It's bad AP management, and then team comps could have been better, but they weren't the worst thing ever. I'm just glad that at the end of the day, I'm just glad that while I didn't beat Face Off this time, I at least made it all the way to Yugi. And I was so close.
Yeah, maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Yeah, like I said, I'm also gonna be either in my spare time or if I feel like streaming it, use the extra wheel teams I made, and see how far I can get with those without potentially resetting.
Marshall, first off, Mars finished 8th. Second off, no. He's going to have the longest section of this by far. You already know.
Yep.
The entire story has to be immortalized. I'll link you the video when it's up on
I will
YouTube.
be right back for the roast of everyone else. I just gotta get some food.
They said Marshall. I can send you the link if you want to watch the full video once it's finished. Yeah. Should we talk about Graceful now? Should we talk about Graceful? Our homeboy here. Yeah. Nah. Nah, man, you did good. Like, yeah, you finished in 6th, but you made it to mission 20. Like, that's a personal best for you. You did better than you did in season. What do you want? You want milk? You couldn't have asked for milk while I was standing up? Alright, hang on a sec. Kid, I want some milk. Here you go. But yeah, I was really proud of Graceful. I know, I don't know. In season, it was pretty bad, right? He had three combos. Didn't even get past mission 11. That DM died mission 1, even though he had DM and DMG. You know, pretty sad. But PBing, like, reaching 20 and losing is nothing to like sneeze at. I know. We had a lot of people finish this time around, and like a lot of people competed at the end. I think we had more people finish in the draft league. Yeah, he's at like 1100 HP at level 1, which is crazy. And so like, yeah, making it to 20 is not bad. I think that's pretty good. I know he had access to one of the new monsters in Zera. I'll probably post his Twitch in the link of this video. For those that are interested, that want to go like watch his runs. I think they're still up all on Twitch or on like an archive or something. Correct me if that's wrong, Graceful. But yeah, Zera put in like a lot of work for him. And as I said, at some point you were gonna lose. He didn't have any magic on this roster. We can pull up what he had. Oops. Ooh, a little sneak surprise for those who are paying attention. But yeah, like Dark Rabbit, Fiend Kraken, Octoburster, like all of these were okay, but Imp combo. Oh, I see he had a Spectre combo too. Forgot about that one. The Lab Tank, which put in serious work. I know he wanted me to bring up this trade where he acquired the Lab Tank and who was the other?
Lab Tank and Pug'em.
Yeah, it was Pug'em, and he got them both from you, right, Griff?
Yeah, man, it was a great trade. Like he was saying, best trade in the league.
Yeah, I thought when I looked at it at first, I was like, I really scratched my head and thought this trade's shit. But boy, did it work out for both of you. Like, I think both those monsters made it to the end. Well, for Graceful, Pug'em I think made it almost to the end, and Lab Tank did die on 20. But for you, those two monsters made it to the end of the game. The Cerberus.
No, I lost Cerberus. I lost Cerberus early, man. Cerberus didn't even get a single fight. But MBS,
Oops.
MBS was great.
Circuit's really good. Circuit's really good.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
Yee. So yeah, no roasting Graceful. It's hard to roast somebody when they got like a personal best. Oh, we can make fun of that Zonky though. That Zonky. Who did Zonky die to? Was it the Harpies? What a tragedy. I think that was the biggest problem, is that like that Kaiba team was always going to struggle without magic, and then putting Zonky there. Yeah. I like Zonky. He put in a lot of work for you, but not the guy on Kaiba. Not the guy on Kaiba. That's the only thing I can really roast. I think something like Dark Rabbit probably would have been a little bit better, but Unless he had magic, I don't think he would have finished the game. But kidding aside, good job on the the mission 20 finish. You'll get him next time. I believe in you. If you did it without magic this season, you'll certainly do much better in season. Then we have K-Fox. I know K-Fox did most of his run while I wasn't watching. I remember getting a text. It was at Magic, and I remember getting a text that he had lost, like, Mystical Elf. Where's his roster? It's at the bottom. He's drafted 8th. Yeah, he lost Mystical Elf, and I think it was Lord of D in the same mission.
Did he say what mission it was?
It was 13. I know it was 13.
What
Man,
could he have
imagine-
lost with 13 though?
Huh? I know. What a bum. You're a bum. Can you imagine getting Mystical Elf killed? Most broken ass monster in the game. Shame. What a shame. This Kaiser Dragon got goofed too, like super early. I don't remember what mission.
What? He lost what? He lost Kaiser Dragon super early.
It was like mission 7. It got ganked, I think, by the DM elf team. They like triple hit it and just killed it at like full HP.
Yikes.
It said fuck this guy in particular, and like it took everything from him.
Was Kaiser Dragon even like the monster on the team with the most attack or something?
I don't know. I think they just said fuck this guy in general and killed him. But even then, I think K-Fox was fine until mission 17. He got perfect AI'd in this like Aquamador Seiryu Aqua Dragon team, and they like pretty much played perfectly. I think they hit Madur and then like crit him with a combo and then like killed him. And it was like
Holy shit.
it was like perfect AI, perfect crit. And then once Madur died, Seiryu and Aqua Dragon were like not far behind at all.
When the AI in Falsebound Kingdom actually knows what it's doing, it's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, and that was really just like the end of the run for him. I know he grinded up to 20, and then like I think he lost pretty much all but these. I think he lost the Atatsumi Giant, Beast of Gilfer, Invitation, Mystic Horseman, Panther Warrior. Was it Panther Warrior? I think he lost Panther Warrior too. Like
I keep hearing that Hitatsumi Giant has like a great HP pool or something.
he does. His HP is really high, but his attack sucks.
Is that kind of his saving grace that he's got like some of the best HP among all the warriors?
Yeah, his saving grace is high HP with access to like Sword of Dragon Soul.
Oh wait, he also gets super stamina, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Huh. Hitatsumi Giant's kind of like, I don't like armor. I don't need frickin' armor.
Yeah, like the Hitatsumi's like biggest issue is just his attack stats really bad. But if you put him like he can hang with the big boys. If he's put on the right team as like a specialist for like dragons, I think he's really good.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Goat's in here like talking him up. I believe. I ran him in my my redemption lock and like totally believe in Hitatsumi Giant. Like he's not I don't think like one of the better he's not like one of the best, but he's one of the better warriors, and like I think getting him is probably for the best.
I will say this: if I was in a hypothetical scenario where I had like next to no warriors, and Hitatsumi Giant was one of the options, I'd probably take it, considering how much I'm hearing about him.
I'd take him. I liked him a lot. I think K-Fox's biggest issue, if we take out the Mystical Elf loss, which is embarrassing, and he should be embarrassed for that. I hope you watch this. I'll send you the link so you can watch me listen to me say that. the biggest issue was like by the time he made it to the last level, like he only had this armored zombie, ghoul with an appetite, and judgment, or was it Dharma Cannon? I think it was. I think it was Judge Man. But like the final boss basically being immune to this combo was like devastating for him. Because it had carried him for so long. But
So go ahead.
you're good. Do you want something else to eat? I just changed you. Like literally 2 seconds ago. Don't do that. Rose, don't do that. Thank you. Do you need your diaper changed again? Yeah. I literally just changed you 5 seconds ago. No. Get up. Oh, look who's here. Oh, he left.
God dang it.
No.
I saw it for a split second. Who was it?
It's K Fox. It was the man of the hour.
So is final Scott just immune? Does his entire team have like all of them have status guard or something?
Yeah, they all have status guard.
So you really just have to out. So you really just have to out damage him.
Yeah, you really have to just like out DPS him. It's certainly a grind match. Oh, I know. Mom will be home in a little bit. It's okay. You want to come here? You can come here. Come on. Come join the fun. Come on. Oh no. It's okay. But yeah, I think he just kind of ran into the end there. Because like he was using zombies paralyzed with ghouls blind, and it was like really good for him.
That is a fantastic combo. Only real flaw in it is that, as far as I know, I could be wrong, but as far as I know, I think Armored Zombie and Ghoul are a bit on the slow side, and that's kind of it. Cause doesn't Ghoul actually get access to like level 3 magic or something?
Yeah, he had gifts on it, which was really good for him.
That's kind of insane to me how something like Ghoul has level 3 magic, but King of Yummy Makai does not.
So I messaged K-Fox, and I'm like, yo, get your ass back in here, we're roasting you. And he said that we needed to call him a bum. What a bum. What a bum. You can color in a little bit. I know, but Daddy's busy.
I'll be charitable and say lovable bum.
I love K-Fox. I think he's a great addition to the draft league. I really like how this was like a good experience for him off the record. So that he can like, you know, come back in season and probably he's a Valkyrion base.
If anything, it's kind of reminding me of how things were at the end of my season 5 run, especially considering just the talk I had with some people and the fact that Tom gave me his vote of confidence, saying that you got it next time.
Oh, Goat, you're my hero for that response. He's a Valkyrion.
Oh my gosh, we need some kind of like emote or icon of like Valkyrion just freaking sitting down with like a sign next to him, just calling him a bum.
Anyway, I think we can move on from K-Fox. I'm kind of done trashing him.
Onto those who crossed the finish line.
Yeah, everyone we're gonna talk about now finished the game. Goat, do you want to comment? You want to roast yourself? Or are you just gonna stay in chat?
I also don't know how much time I have before I sadly have to leave because there are people looking for me.
I pulled a smoke.
Yeah, he's well. It's nice that you're being honest for one.
Okay. Yeah, what was your smoke? I don't remember.
Granted, I don't know what the smoke was because I didn't watch, but rather I couldn't watch.
Oh, yeah, he ran the Keith into the.
Oh shit!
That was intentional. You ran that Keith into the mermaid team, didn't you?
Was it a scenario similar to me where you thought the team could take on that one?
No, he literally ran it north or like to the middle base, and the mermaid team was so slow that his Keith team caught up and ran into it, basically suicided the team.
Oh, that's kind of like that's
really
kind
funny.
of like what happened. That's kind of like what happened when I did that mission where I auto-pathed everyone and I did it fast, but I didn't realize that what would have been better for me was to have Weevil hang back and let Rex take on that team.
Goat, which team died? What monsters died on that one? Was it like Alpha and them? Yeah, his machine team. Yeah.
What machines were on that team? Where was Alpha one of them?
Someone survived.
Cyber
Cyber Commander. It was Cyber Commander. And he did. He was on your he was on your final team that won the run.
Cyber Commander escaped the enchanting mermaid team.
Yeah, Cybersaurus and Alpha were killed. It was pretty funny.
Damn.
And then the DMG death was really bad. Yeah, they weren't even chasing him. That was
Cybersaurus and Alpha gave their life telling Cyber Commander the rest is up to you.
Well, no, they just like suicided. Like there was no reason for that team to even be close. That was the funny part. It's okay.
And here I was trying to tell a compelling story with them, but I suppose.
Yeah, like literally, it's the skillest of skill issues because we literally could have just done nothing with the team and been significantly better.
Oh wait. Is Keith actually one of the only marshals where in full scale offensive no one chases him?
Give me like 10 minutes and I'll put Frozen on. Yeah, like literally nobody chases him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Both Keith and Pegasus don't have marshals chasing them in full scale offensive. They chase after Kaiba, Ishizu, Weevil, Rex.
Oh, you know what? You know what, Goat? I'm not gonna call it a smoke. I'm gonna call it a graceful. Cause you know what? We missed graceful suiciding of 2 teams. We forgot to talk about him like killing off 2 full teams in Mission 5 for no reason. So yeah, he pulled a graceful. Pulling a graceful is when you march a team into an enemy marshal that they had no business fighting and wasn't chasing them.
You have marched them to their death. Now you shall witness it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then Goat, I know you lost the DMG combo. I know you lost the Piper, Gaia, and the Illusionist. Guess you're lucky this whole team didn't die at once. That would have been bad, right? Or both speedruns for this game. Guess it shows. Yeah. Goat can cook, man. He can cook really hard. Like, this team was really funny.
Maneater Bug, Wing Eagle, and Kariba. You know what? Something about that team actually seems kind of cool. Like at the very least, that team's pretty fast.
Yeah, it was an escape cheese team. That was the point.
Oh, I see. It also uses a lot of cheese when it comes to Karibo Multiply and Maneater Bug or Wing Eagle blind spam, because again they're super fast.
Yeah, didn't that kill Obelisk for you? You like cheese Obelisk with that?
That team took down Obelisk.
Obelisk didn't even get a turn because he just ran.
Oh my god. That has to be one of the most embarrassing losses Obelisk has suffered in this entire league.
It's okay. He killed Griever outright, so it's okay. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I think the thing with Goat is like some of these teams were trolling. This Rex team was really good though. Even though Dark King died at the end.
That team actually, given Rex's martial bonuses, could be surprisingly bulky. Like it could act like if you put like with enough time, both Time Wizard and Dark King of the Abyss can kind of circumvent their HP issue. Obviously,
did.
with time, Time Wizard is so squishy that like he won't ever fully outrun his HP issue, but you can at least soften, but you can at least cushion it a bit with Rex.
Yeah, it is fine. I traded. Let's talk about the trades. I know. Like he traded for the Maneater Bug to make this team what it was, and then I traded him the Dark King for a Gem Elf. And while not like the best team, Time Wizard did great at the end. Griff. He had like 2k HP because of Rex's HP bonus. It was pretty good.
Oh wow, that's really nice for given it's Time Wizard.
Well, I mean, it's like 450 extra HP on Kaiba. Or on Rex. Like, Rex is the biggest, the bulkiest of boys.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly Rex is Rex. You look at Rex, and he tells you, hey, you looking to make some squishy monsters bulky? Put him with me, and I'll give him a freaking 450 HP buff.
Yeah, like Goat had a run that was so spicy. It's like the reason I do these. Like, I'm gonna do another season. I was gonna do another season already, but Goat's finish is like, when everything felt like it was lost, he still found a way to pull it out after the Dark King died. This fucking Dark Magician, Jellyfish, and then, oh god, who was the last one? Cyber Commander. It was Cyber Commander. Yeah, thank you. And crazy. That Jellyfish wasn't leveled at all. That team had no business pulling it out. And yet it did. Very impressed. Very impressed.
The more I think about it, Rex, at least on the Kaiba side, might be one of my favorite specialization marshals. That and also is Shizu.
Yeah. The only thing I'm gonna roast Goat for is Mission 8. Shame on you. Getting alpha killed, moron. Oh, it really? Jellyfish ended 44? That's insane. I didn't realize it got that high. Wow, I didn't know that. I guess it's possible. No, it is possible. I did the same thing in the Shedlock. I had Octoburster at like level 5, and by the time I was on 19, he came on, and then by the time I was done, he was like 45.
What's hilarious is that both Jellyfish and Octoburster, like, considering how fast they'll get XP in those last few missions, you can actually kind of make use of their specials.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I respect it. So that leaves.
Now we're up to third place.
Yeah, let's go up to third place. Hey, Griff, do you want to talk about your
What?
run? Do you want to roast yourself?
Yeah, I had some bad fucking plays, man. I lost a bunch of monsters to Weevil, like early losses, and then I just kind of focused on 2 marshals the whole rest of the way. I was like, well, there goes all my other team. Yeah. The Monster Tamer team, it worked out. It wasn't as squishy as I thought it would be. Like, I kept Monster Tamer alive the whole time. My run, I think, was probably one of the most boring, honestly.
Out of curiosity, what beasts were with Monster Creature?
It's Monster Tamer with Dungeon Worm and Hercules Beetle.
Damn.
Pretty good ones.
Those are some bulky beasts.
Yeah, they're pretty bulky. Hercules Beetle has Status Guard, which is like necessary.
Yeah.
I don't think it could have. I don't think it could have gone much better, honestly. Pretty boring. Dragon Zombie's great. Circuit's great. Fairy's Gift is broken as hell. Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree. I thought you were gonna get torn to shreds on 16. I thought 16 would be really bad for you, and that wasn't the case. I got all.
Nope. It was all early. Lots of early losses. I lost Keith to bad RTS, and that was like the last loss.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
the only thing is like, oh, you shitting on Autumn Leaves. This monster's bad.
I hate
I-
her. I hate her so much, man.
What's wrong with Autumn Leaves? She's a pretty decent spirit.
Okay, so her fucking attack animation takes so long. It's just as long as Pugum, man. I can't. I could not do a whole run with
What?
Autumn Leaves on a main team.
I can't.
Queen,
I
Queen,
can't
no,
even with you right now.
No. I don't know. No. I don't
Bottom
know
tier,
what you're
F
on.
tier.
I don't know what you're on about. Queen of Autumn Leaves attack animation is not that long. There are way longer attack animations in the game than hers.
Looking at these monsters
Something
that
about my
died-
system.
Oh,
What's
you're-
up?
You had Queen of Autumn Leaves, Enchanting Mermaid, and Giant Soldier of Stone all die. And yet, when those are all like champs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they're all total champs. I wanted Weevil to do well. He got caught on the water mission, 8.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he got caught. He couldn't. He has 2 marshals chasing him, and Dark Witch I just didn't RTS her enough. I think bad RTS is probably my biggest roast. Because I lost
What?
Rex to RTS, Keith, and Weevil. Yeah, literally all of my losses were RDS as far as I can remember.
Does
I
that
think that's
also
right.
include
That sounds right.
does that also
Yeah.
include the two gate guardian pieces?
Yeah, so basically there's that mission, I think it's Tristan or Duke Devlin, where in 17 there's 2 castles that are right next to each other, and Duke moves like, 10 feet
Yeah.
to attack that one castle, and I was like, who's there? It's a Shizu, it's great, I'm not worried. But it was actually Keith and not Shizu.
Oh.
So yeah, it was just I should have moved Keith out and I didn't. Just all RTS problems, honestly.
Yeah. You know what's really funny too
Which
is that
made it-
RTS problem
yeah.
dropped you at a second on 17.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
That's what
Would have
buried
been
you.
nice. Yep.
Instead you get
Because Keith
instead
Keith
you lose a
could've stayed alive.
tiebreaker.
Yep.
Shame. What a
Big
shame.
shame.
No, but all kidding aside, you did really good. I think this Kaiba team like fucking cooked, man. That team's great.
Dragon Zombie.
That does look. Sorry, go ahead.
Brand new
Let 'em
love.
cook.
Brand new love for Dragon Zombie, man. What a guy.
I agree. Dragon Zombie's fantastic. That blind on basic, just unironically, was really hard. And then I know Tom gave him some other buffs, like in the patch, the 1.4 patch, and just
Mm-hmm.
big fan of what he's become.
Big guy.
Dragon Zombie turns, in my opinion, Dragon Zombie, at least from what I've seen, at least from gameplay, as well as fighting the dang thing, turns what's already a half decent dragon and crawling zombie, who's just he's just kind of a bulky boy, into a poison blind spitting zombie, basically.
Yeah,
It's
Go
his AP from the very beginning. Like, first missions, fantastic AP carries. Like BLS in my season 5 run starts with 4 AP, gets 5 right away. Just castle adepts, absolutely fucking carries, man.
How much does Dragon Zombie get at base anyways? Is it 4?
I think it's 4.
Starts with 4. Yep.
Oh,
Starts with 4, 5 right away at 10.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I remember back to when we were doing the draft for season 5, and I think I took a look at Dragon Zombie, and for some reason I think I kind of lowballed him.
Well, everyone lowballed him because in season 5, like we had the item change rule in effect, which was just taken out for Chaos League, and I don't think I'm bringing it back. I think the rule can stay gone. I like how things went with it. Went with it gone.
Having the item change monsters in the wheels on the wheels by default, I think is a good idea.
Yeah, it felt really good to have that gone. So I think in any future season I do, it'll just stay gone.
Right.
And what was my train of thought? Oh, yeah, because of that, he's often regarded as like the worst item change, which is like really unfair to Dragon Zombie because he's still really fucking good, even if you know
Yeah,
you want to call him the worst.
well,
Hard agree.
the
Yeah.
way I see it, he might be looked at as the worst item change monster, but he's not a bad monster by any means. He serves a very good function especially given he is an item change monster. If it every item change monster serves a function, and Dragon Zombie, albeit he might not be the strongest one, serves quite a good function. Again, he turns what's already a bulky boy crawling dragon into into a pretty AP heavy blinding dragon boy.
Yeah, I think Goat hits the nail on the head here. Putting him next to Armored Zombie, Magician of Black Chaos, and Moisture Creature just like really is bad for him. Like that's just what it is. When you compare what those monsters do long term to it really does Dragon Zombie dirty, and it's like a shame. I think Dragon Zombie's like really good, and he would
I
be
do.
good on any roster.
I do like Armored Zombie, but in my opinion, I will always value the ability to blind something over the ability to paralyze something.
Well, I think that's a mistake, but
Paralyzing something isn't a bad option, but usually when you paralyze something, you're either doing it because you want to keep something out of commission for a while, or because you want to hard focus it down. You blind something. Granted, if it doesn't have undodgeable or something, that monster basically just has to flail around, or if it was a player, obviously you wouldn't do anything for a while. But given it's the AI, all it can do is flail around and try and hit you.
yeah.
Well, that's why Blind and Confused is such a great combo, and I think the Kaiser devs, you guys know the Blind is really strong, and that's why basically every team has somebody with a Dragon Treasure or something. There's good design for the Kaizo enemy teams to keep Blind from being completely overwhelming as a status. So, it's good shit.
I know my in
Yep.
season team. I ran like in season 5. I ran Genzo, Cannon, and like Dark Rabbit on my Rex team. That team became like my ace. Even though I didn't quite finish the run.
I really do want to use Dark Rabbit at some point, because just the idea of being able to click a button and inflict a monster with blind and confuse is amazing.
Well, that was really what carried that team. Is like you had Cannon for healing, you had Rabbit for debuffs, and then you had Genzo for everything else. And that team,
Yeah,
like if Genzo didn't miss, at the final level, I would have won with that. Like that team was the only team I had left on 21. And so yeah, like stuff like that, blind confused cheese, super powerful. Super powerful.
Also, before we move on from me, I know we gotta get to the winners, but just
You got
special
third.
mention to
That's a
Fairy
winner.
King. No, I know. Special mention to Fairy King Truesdale for buffing my team incredibly and handing me the win. That was the whole reason why I was going for spirits in the wheels. I was like, that Truesdale fight, it's gonna be so fucking nice if I can get to max attack. So, hell yeah.
Based. Any
was
last comments you want to make? Is that it?
Nah, man, it was boring. It was really good. Good game. Shit.
For sure. To wrap up here with you, the top 3 are gonna get custom skins. So link up with me later about like what monster you want in your team colors. I don't remember what your team colors are, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, they're kind of purple. I'll think about somebody who would look good in purple.
It could be anyone you want. I don't care. Favorite monster? Give me something.
I still like that I went to the effort of after after my team logo was made for me, I decided to automatically decided to change Giant Mech Soldier.
Cool. But yeah,
Yeah,
link up with me after.
I'll DM you. Thanks, man. I appreciate you stretching the stretching the top 3 to the tie.
Actually, you outright
Classy.
just got third. Like, there was no debate.
Did I?
Yeah. We tied, but I got second and you got third. So
You got second.
yeah,
Oh shit. Yeah, because Goat was under you or under me.
Goat's
Oh,
under
shit.
us. I was
Damn.
gonna stretch it for K Fox. He's not here, so I was gonna stretch it for him specifically because I thought he did really well. And maybe I will still make him something as like a surprise gift for doing well and showing up with the wolves. But that kind of went out the window when Fox like not Fox, but Top Goat like torched him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we are the top 3.
I appreciate it,
and
man.
that's that for sure. You did
I
good.
would
You earned it.
I would stay and discuss the top 2, but there are people calling for me for a different game.
Oh no. Well, I hope you have fun.
Yeah, I will say I had a blast just discussing this all, and I will strive to do better next time. But also I will tell of my escapades with my bonus teams if the time comes.
I'll make sure he hears that, Tom. But yeah. Anyway, see you, Zay.
Yeah, have a good night.
I'll send that to him. I'll make sure he sees that. As I said, I might do it just because he's a rookie and it just like be a gift, not something like
Oh yeah,
season
man.
related. But
Who? I was looking at the roster. Was he our only true rookie?
yeah, he was the only true rookie.
Yeah, look at that.
And
Incredible
yeah.
work.
He did very good. Obviously, minus the mystical elf. Like, no getting around that. That was I think I audibly cheered when he lost that mystical elf because he was talking a lot of trash. But like we were going back and forth a lot. Because I wanted to see like could he hang with the big boys, and not only did he hang, well, he could hang with the trash talk. He can hang with the trash talk. That's what it is, Tom. But yeah, I think I audibly cheered when he lost that elf. It was really funny. Dead to me.
What about your run, man? We're nearly there.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about me. Should we talk about me now?
Yeah. Go for it.
My run was such a mixed bag. I know, coming in second in my own draft. Crazy.
Classic.
Crazy. I think for me, the biggest issue I had was Weevil got cut down on mission 8, and that kind of sucked.
Yep.
But whatever. They kind of got glitched into the wall. It was partly my own doing. Oh, whatever, I'm over it. Well, what did it for me, the beginning of like my point loss was fucking Scott on mission 11 yet again.
11.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you watch my season 5 run at all?
I skimmed through some of the VODs. You'll have to remind me.
Yeah, so I go into mission 11 pretty shiny in season, and I had Fairy's gift with like Kazejin and like God, who was the other? Was it Gyukateno Megami? Yeah, it was Megami. And
Oh, yeah.
that team was fucking stacked and shouldn't have had any issues, right? Moisture Creature hits a 16k crit or 1600 crit on Kazejin and just fucking kills him at like full HP.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the beginning of the end. And it was the beginning of the end here too. I walked in and Cannon got fucking crit and died. And I'm just like, fucking bloody hell. Because at that point, me and Xenon were tied. And there's a pretty good chance we stay tied if I don't lose Cannon. Because once I lost Cannon, I was kind of like, whatever, I don't care. I'll finish where I finish. It just doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I sat down like the next day and pushed through the rest of the game. and I probably won't ever do that again. That's where I made most of my mistakes, was like on the last run, and I did make outright mistakes. I know, like I had the gem elves, and Kachua died because I didn't pull back. I didn't pull Pegasus back from that castle. And even then, Reaper was like 1 level off from the Resurrect, and so I had to just like let it go. I was like really annoyed. It didn't really matter. I think Harpy's pet on that team probably made it better and did really good at the end game.
Did Reaper? Did you say Reaper died or Kachua died?
Kachua died.
Did Reaper ever get a chance to use its Resurrect? I still don't know if anyone has ever done that.
It was
Like,
1 level
used that
off.
rule.
Plays used it in season.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Plays used it in season, and I was 1 level off. If I was like 40 instead of 39, I totally would have resurrected and like made it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was, it was like literally just a level off, which was really annoying because it would have completely bailed me out there. But Harpy's pet there at the end really kind of. I used this team throughout the end of the game anyway, so it didn't really matter. And then on 19, I fucked up really bad. I sent Keith in to fight the. Was it what's his name? I can't remember.
19.
Mokuba.
Merrick with
No, it was
Mokuba.
The machines
Wasagi
beat
and Judgment.
Merrick. The machines beat Merrick, and then I ran him in again, and it was dumb. I don't know why I did it. And then I immediately got crush carded, and then like slapped with the what's his name, and it fucking just buried me. I was lucky that Fortress Whale lived, and I was like, well, fuck me, I guess. And that knocked me down to like 1250, and then I had a chance to PB. 1200 is my PB. I had a chance to PB at the very end, and I was fighting Plays' team, and I was like, oh, there's no way that this Judge Man is gonna attack and then attack again. And yeah, it's exactly what happened. He attacked, I got a single turn, and I was like, okay, well, he ended his turn, so I should, like, chances are good I'll be able to go again and heal. And that did not happen. And I should have just healed. It's whatever.
Yep.
Dumb mistakes.
But that just sent you from 1250 to 1200.
Yeah.
1 loss. Yep.
Yeah, and then, jeez, the rest. It was so senseless too, because like I didn't need to do anything. Like I could have. I had enough money to replenish and could have just used Kaiba. And it would have been fine. I literally could have just used this team to like crush what was left of the game and it not matter at all. So it feels bad, man. Feels bad, man.
Definitely.
This two-headed King Rex was such a Chad.
I was about to ask, like, Rex seems like sort of the shitter on that team. How did he play?
So I used him in season 4, and I am a huge fan of him. He's very bulky.
Yeah. Sure.
And that's exactly what happened. He stepped right into that role after Cannon died, and he was just someone that was supposed to be consistent damage with Dragon's Treasure, and then I gave him like a Pot of Greed. And yeah, I'm now a firm believer in pots. They missed a ton, and he just like, I don't know how many times AoEs just missed him completely, and that was that. Like, I didn't have to waste healing on him. AoEs just missed, and he was always clutch because he couldn't miss. So, I think at the end, this team had like 2,700 HP each. So they were not dying at all. And then Chaos and Serpentine have status guard. So by the time I made it to the final level, it was just like double sword, and then just you beat their brains in. Like, what are they gonna do once you sword them twice?
So I'm looking at your roster. Truesdale, you got the Fairy King First person to ever use him in a draft league. How did he play? What
Hate
was
him.
Truesdale and Milgulum like?
Hate him. Truesdale. I hate
Hate
Truesdale.
him?
Let me rephrase that. His low HP betrays him.
Yes.
I get that it's intentional, and obviously rightfully so. But
Mhm.
every time I used that team, especially towards the back half of the game, I just constantly was shitting my pants that he was one strike rate away from dying. Even on a Shizu, which there's no excuse for, honestly.
Yeah. But did you have another spirit with him?
Yeah,
was
that
it
was a full
Sangha?
spirit team. I had Sangha and
Yeah.
Golem.
Yeah.
Outside of that,
So-
it was great.
Yeah, I think Truesdale has some pretty good design. He's obviously strong with the buff, but not having magic is a pretty good like balancer for him, because he can't heal himself like with gifts or anything like that.
Right.
He's got to stick to potions.
Yeah, Golem was the gifter by default,
Yeah.
basically.
Tom, you gave him status guard and forest adept
And Lucky.
and lucky. Yeah. No magic.
Yeah, you gave him Lucky.
But I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought that design was incredible, man. I really like him. As like not actually overpowered.
Yeah.
But I think Truesdale with like Fairy's Gift that's the true combo. You know what I mean?
Yes, I'd agree. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I agree, Tom.
That's really funny. But yeah, so was not what? Okay. I was not a fan of Truesdale by the end. It was fine. It was fine. I just wish I had someone else a little beefier there, but it's a preference thing. A lot of people are probably gonna like him there the way he is, and I think he should probably stay the way he is. It's just a preference thing. I get too stressed.
After using him in a casual run, I agree. I think he isn't actually as overpowered as I first thought.
Yeah, what certainly does it for
Good stuff.
Truesdale on the final mission of the draft league was just the fact that he was paired with the beefiest of new boys in Zera. Zera's
Definitely.
cracked. 100% cracked.
Pretty fucking good.
For sure. For sure. I think
So we're. Oh,
go ahead.
go ahead. Sorry. No. You go.
I was gonna say I think like for my end season, like for season 6 or whatever, I'm just gonna, play better. I think I'm gonna limit myself to a few missions a day and like not burn myself out and stuff. That's what I learned. Don't rush the whole game. Take your time.
Yeah.
Breathe easy.
Yeah.
Smoke some weed.
For sure, man. One last question before if there's
We can move on, or you can
Let me
ask. It's
see.
fine.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Completely brain farting. Castle of Dark Illusions. I've really been wanting to use Dark Illusions because I feel like there's kind of a low opinion of it. What did you sort of lose it early? Like, what did you think of it?
I've used him in other runs. I like him.
Mhm.
The problem is he's fast, so he's relegated to shit monsters pretty much by default. I think if you take him out of that role, I think he's pretty good actually. He's an A tier speed monster with 1500 base HP. Like,
Yeah, I was looking at that HP, blind on attack. Like, what is the problem with Dark Illusion?
if you watch him in my my Redemption Lock or my Shit Lock series, I actually think he was the reason I beat Obelisk, like hardcore. At the end of the
Probably,
game.
yeah. Obelisk with blind is like, he's useless.
I don't remember what that team was. I'll have to go back and watch the end of that stream again, but I think it was like Castle of Dark Illusions, and then there were 2 others on that like Redemption Lock team, and they were what I had to use to beat Obelisk because I took such heavy losses in the final boss. Like, So yeah, I highly recommend him. The biggest problem, if there is one, is his HP growth itself is really bad, and it betrays him.
Mhm.
So he kind of has.
Starts strong.
He's very similar
Bad
to
growth.
Barrel Dragon, where Barrel Dragon has a really high starting HP, and does not grow very well. At
Yeah.
all. At
Interesting.
all. Yeah. Did you have any other
So
questions?
we're talk about Xenon?
Yeah. What's there to talk
No,
about with
that's good,
Xenom?
man.
Xenom's the fastest conversation I think we're gonna have. He got caught on mission 8. His Weevil did,
Yep.
and that was it. He didn't lose anything the rest of his way. Ask Griever.
Absolutely
and his Soggy
incredible.
About Blinding Obelisk. ask Griever about trading away Singenjin for Soggy. Good grief. I remember we shit talked Xenom a lot, like early season, because we're like, this Kaiba team's really good, but there's a chance that some of these other teams might not make it. And yet, fucking this Keith team, fucking hard cooked. This Ishizu team was low key like the team of the run, outside of this is the best
Can you move
third
this-
team I've ever seen.
Can you move the stream down, the
Am I a little
thing
high?
down so I can see the teams?
Yeah, this is it right here.
I d-
Am I blocking it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe my my stream hasn't updated.
Maybe. I have it like high.
Yeah. No. It was on me. It was on me.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Perfect.
let me look here. Oh yeah. God damn, man.
Yeah, literally, like this team. Like, he never used Pegasus, which it was whatever. And he didn't really use his Rex very much, but he didn't need to. Like,
Not at all.
and that Weevil team probably could have cooked if it found a way to live. Like,
Yeah, that mission 8, man, with 2 guys chasing Weevil, I don't know what you can do.
I think the best strat on mission 8 is to have Rex charge. Yeah, just move him out of the way, bro. Skill issue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What I did is I had Rex charge the Aqua Dragon and just kill him
Yeah.
outright. And
Yeah.
then I had Weevil sneak through behind him, and then had Rex cut off the Enchanting Mermaid coming up once you bait it onto the land. That's how I did
I
it.
guess it depends on how strong your Rex is. If you can just do that, if you can just beat the Aqua Dragon team in the water, I guess you're fine.
Sure, but I would argue your Rex team should be good. Because Rex has high HP growth, and so you're going to put monsters you want to use that have bad HP there, and they should see some use. That would be my argument for that.
Guess so. I was thinking,
My
I thought the same in season 5, and I put some of my best guys on Rex, but I'm really feeling like Ishizu with the AP growth like just edges him out. I know it's slightly, apples and oranges, but
Sure. Well, I value
Anyway.
HP. I think HP is the most important stat of any monster. Obviously, other stats are very good too, but when we're talking about like super important stats, HP often is like the top stat, and like Rex getting
No,
it
real fair.
makes Rex super important. I do think you can't be like wasteful with him. I think you have to put someone that has decent attack or good abilities, naturally good AP. For sure is a big one. But he's really good for monsters that have like low or middling HP. I'm gonna say middling. A lot of warriors
Yeah,
are really good.
definitely
with Rex.
middling.
Skull Knights one. Oh, are you guys having a different conversation? I'm like half reading.
Yeah, basic insect is really fast.
Basic Insect is great.
Interesting.
Basic
It can be
Insect is-
done with a B.
I had, I think it may have been a little bit of like menuing. I had an S, and that mermaid almost chased me down.
Interesting.
Yeah. Though in season I didn't lose that team, which is why I was like really sad that I lost Weevil in season, because in season 5 I didn't lose it at all.
Man, that was really impressive to me because I feel like that was a kind of a surprise in season 5 that people were surprised that so many Weevils died.
I wasn't after I played the level.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of get where people are coming from, but after I played the mission, I'm like, nah, I get it. This is rough. Like, people are gonna struggle here. And yeah, it got Xenom again. That's the only loss he had. I don't think it was ever close. Like, there's not really a lot to roast Xenom for, because like there was nothing wrong. I don't think he ever was in trouble the entire run.
Yep. Yep.
And it's just like, oh, wonderful. He's pulling a Tom. He's running away from the league. Literally. I think Xenom's biggest thing is he won this draft in the trade market. Outright.
What were his trades? What did he trade for?
He traded Sagi for Sengenjin.
Oh, Jesus.
Which looks really bad in hindsight. Oh. We should roast him on his Digimon. Yeah. Yeah, Xenom's a bum. He requested a Soul Link of Digimon Dawn and Dusk, and it sucked. What a nerd. Fuck that guy. There you go, Tom. Are you happy? But yeah, he traded Sagi for Sengenjin, which obviously was the fucking trade of the century, considering Sagi died. Sagi died on 11. Or on 10. Sagi didn't even make it past 10 before he died.
Jesus.
So yeah, Griever's really easy to fucking rip off with the Sagi. And yeah, just no words. I think this is like, it's not a bad trade once you realize Sagi's growths, but it doesn't really change the fact that Griever really needed this Sengenjin and like didn't have it. And then giving it to Xenom just made Xenom's life that much easier. Like,
yeah, I feel like Xenom did not need Sengenjin.
He didn't, and getting it was a huge mistake. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Yeah. I can be annoyed by it, but it was good playing. And then
good play, good RTS.
We need to talk about his other trade too, because that ultimately was bigger. I think Goat would argue it was a bigger trade for him. He traded fucking, I think it was Berphomet. He traded Berphomet
for
this Curse of Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched that Curse of Dragon put in like crazy fucking work. And it's, yeah, two great trades. He certainly won in the trade market.
Yeah.
I think we had a lot of winners in the trade market, but Xenom wins, like by a country mile.
Do you think Mars was just too hung up on fusions?
Yeah, I know you. Were you here when we talked about Mars?
Yeah. I was listening. I was muted.
Yeah, he was way too hung up on fusions. I think the TLDR on fusions is that they're helpful. I think they're, useful, but they're also kind of like lame. He's too hung up on being a dumbass. Based.
I think they're really uneven. I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about using them in Draft League. I feel like trading... Well, what I do know is that trading for Berphomet to use Chimera is exactly what I did in Season 5. And, yeah, they died, like, instantly.
Yeah, that fusion in particular is really bad.
That's the worst one.
Yeah, the big thing with... I think Tom's right. Fusions are good if you're good. Fusions are, like, highly strategic. I think they could be very good in the right hands. They'd be very good in the right situation. You're in a bad spot and you need to tank out some HP. I think you can fuse and it'd be pretty helpful. I think if you need a little extra AP to push through a fight, I think you can fuse and be pretty okay.
Yeah, extenders. If the pieces are already good, right?
Oh yeah, certainly. If you're using fusions as like extensions in fights, then yeah, 100%. Pretty good at like pushing through.
I really want to see.
Big. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're just big beat sticks. I really want to see a Mystical Elf, Dark Elf, actual, like full scale Cosmo Queen team. And I haven't seen it happen yet.
Yeah, I think Tom
I
brings
don't
up
know
a
if
good point.
anyone's gonna let that happen.
I think Tom brings up a good point too, in the fact that like it always resets the turn order when you do it. So in season 4 specifically, but you could do it in season 5 too, where like you have a fast unit on that fusion team. That fast unit can attack. You can attack with one fusion piece, fuse, and then attack with the fast piece again. And then attack with your fusion. So like if you get a good matchup for your fusion, you can kind of just browbeat people. Yeah, you really force them to use medicine, and you can just blitz them really hard.
And save their fusions, like save their polys.
Yeah, exactly. They save their elixirs to the end, and then they finish the game and have like 10 elixirs. It's like, what was the point of saving all those elixirs if you were like gonna use them on nothing? Why are you here? Oh, we're roasting smoke for the fusion again. Yeah, I cannot believe he lost those magnets. What a moron. Just needed to fuse. Idiot. Yeah. So, I know there was a joke of what Xenom wanted. We talked a little bit about... Because at that point, I think after I finished, Xenom was like far and away. Because I think K-Fox had crashed out. A whole bunch of people were below him. I think the only person that could pass him at the time was like Griever, which was not going to happen. And what do you want? You want up? Come here. We're almost done. And then like someone else. So it was like we were talking about I bet Big P's raging at that one. And we talked a little bit about what he wanted as like his completely custom monster, because the winner gets a custom one. And he's like, he wanted Soggy, and then he wanted Soggy to be Soggy the Communist Clown.
God damn it.
And so I'm gonna link up with Xenom and see if that's still what he wants. Because I guess I'm gonna do it. He won.
I think that's pretty appropriate. Pretty appropriate for Chaos Draft, man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And then I think for me, obviously, it's canon. Xenom wants Soggy the... At least what he said early. He wants Soggy the Communist Clown. In like the communist red and yellow. Yeah. That's a moon, I think, because it's night outside. Our crush card. I think for me, I'm gonna do a custom of Canon, because Canon's my girl. I have the Pooch one, and I really like the Pooch skin, and I'm certainly gonna keep the Pooch skin. I might just rotate my own like custom skin for Canon. Tom's gonna be like, I'm cutting her from the game. Watch. Hey, I got second place. I deserve that.
Fucking fair and square, man.
So much Frozen? Give me 5 minutes, okay? And then, yeah, whatever you want, Griff, just message me and I will get that done.
I mean, would like purple and gold MBS, would that like look terrible?
Yo, you and Tom are on the same wavelength with this.
Well, Tom is saying BLS. I'm saying MBS. BLS is already purple, isn't he?
Oh. Yeah, MBS is purple. You're talking about Circuit? Hang on.
Circuit is like brown.
I'll have to look it up off screen.
Something.
Circuit's purple. Circuit is definitely purple.
Am I colorblind?
Yeah. I don't know what else to say, my man.
Wait a second. Let me look at this shit.
I'm pretty sure he's purple. That's why I thought you were talking about BLS. What's up? Boop. Hey, kiddo. Do you want some hot dogs, or are you still good?
Fun.
You want Are you hungry though? Do you want food?
No.
No. Okay. Jeez.
Actually, it's kind of red. It's a different kind of purple.
Red-
Well,
red
I'll
like-
think about it then. I don't fucking know.
E.
How about Purple Fairy's Gift then? I think that's pretty appropriate.
Sure.
What's that?
All right, I'll
What's
take
this?
notes here real fast.
What's this?
That is XCOM.
I come.
You say XCOM? Maybe we'll play that when you get older.
It's this here. It's this. What's this?
Okay, so Xenom, I'll have to
What's
confirm.
this?
Confirm the soggy
this?
pick.
Daddy.
Yes.
this?
That is Pokemon Fusion.
Copper then. What's
Yeah.
this?
That's Steam.
Steam. What's this?
Canon.
Cannon.
Canon.
Cannon.
I want to do Goth Canon
What's this?
because that's funny.
What's this? Daddy. Dad.
What?
What's this?
That is the mail app. I
Mama.
think Griff wanted Fairy's Gift. Oops. Oh my god. Alright, perfect. Fairy's Gift in team colors.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yeah, I really had a ton of fun with this. I think this was just as fun as
Yes.
season 5,
What's this?
for sure.
What's this?
I actually think we had more fun
What's
than
this?
we did in season 5,
Daddy.
to be blunt.
That's fair.
That's a video game. Because, like, you weren't here for Goat's ending, but Goat's
Saturday.
finish was utter insanity.
What's this?
Yeah.
He, like, lost the
Daddy.
Dark King on a crit
Daddy.
at full HP, like,
Daddy.
immediately.
Daddy.
Had that team survive, and then
What's this?
ran in a Dark Magician with...
Dad.
Yes!
What is this?
I don't know what that is, actually. And then ran in a Dark Magician team with, like, jellyfish, and ended up winning the whole run with it.
Goddamn.
Oh, you can
Is that
you can maul all you want, Tom. We got some fun shit in here.
Nana.
Is there a VOD of that? Did
I don't
Goat,
think
did
so.
you save that?
I didn't. I should have. My kiddo was coming home at like when Goat was finishing, so I didn't get any clips of it. I don't think he didn't record it. Lost to time.
God damn, I can't fucking spell. Jesus Christ.
Chocolate.
You
Yeah.
had-
Well,
you had it right the
I
first time,
regret.
right?
I regret missing it.
Chocolate.
You want some chocolate? Give
But,
me like 5 minutes. We'll wrap up and then I'll get you some chocolate.
Great
okay?
shit, man.
Real draft league can never. Yeah, well, remember, I put this together in like 2 days. So, yeah. Yeah, I think for next season, just to kind of like finish off this roast video conversations, I think there will be, like, there'll certainly be a season 2. I had a lot of fun running this. And what I think I'm going to do in the future is obviously move everything to a spreadsheet. So yeah, that'll be, I'll learn how to use Excel for this. And then for sure, or like what we're going to do next for sure. Yeah, I might take you up on that if you're talking to me, Marshall. Yeah, I'll talk to you, or I'll DM you, and we can talk about that. And then, what was the other thing? There's one more thing I was going to do as well. Oh, randomize items. Randomizing items. We're not running the exact same seed again.
No, I think that would be better.
As I said, I put it together on like a whim, ironically by Mars's like request. So yeah, next time we're running a randomized seed completely.
Perfect.
or items or whatever. I think another problem is
And-
a lot of people had solved the seed.
Yeah, the seed was pretty well, pretty well. Well, I don't know. Maybe I contributed to that, but I thought that K Fox at least deserved to have some of the same knowledge.
Yeah, I agree. And that was really like I didn't know how to work the randomizer. I was kind of running it like really fast because like I wanted to get it going before the holidays as well because I knew we were bumping
Yeah.
up pretty close. If I gave everyone a month, we were bumping up pretty close to Thanksgiving, and I'm like, people aren't gonna want to play. I'm not even gonna be in town. Like, and then Christmas is like right after, so I was like, whatever.
No, I definitely think you got the right idea, man. That would make it feel more like another full season rather than like season 5 part 2.
Yeah.
Because everyone knew that you had to get the gifts at 14. You had to get XYZ.
Right. And I guess we can like talk about some like rule changes. I know we've discussed some things. I wanted to do like a trade board. I don't think that's happening now. Oh, Tom's got some advice. I'll sit here and listen to this. While he's typing that out, we were talking about toying with like limiting gift and magic, like level 5 magic again.
Yeah. Gift is so strong, man. I think they decided after season 5 not to limit gift. What changes your mind on that?
The fact that we sat down and were just like, gift is mandatory. I think everyone decided that they just had to have gift, or you were in for a bad time. And so I don't think we're gonna like remove gift. I think that's too far.
But gift at 1 stack.
Yeah, I like this, Tom. I think I'm going to do a lot more. I don't know if there's too much I can do without like learning hex editors, but there will certainly be changes to kind of change up the rules so it's not like identical. If it wasn't on a whim. Yeah, and I know we tried a few things, and I liked that. And so I think there will be more things we try. I don't know what you guys are planning to do for escape button band, just for you, Goat. I might actually think about that. It might actually not be a bad rule change. Yeah, I know. Planning used lightly. I don't know what changes you're going to make into Season 6. But there, as I said, certainly, like, I'm thinking about level 5 magic. Level 5 magic nerf. I'm thinking of, like, a nerfing how many gifts you can carry. You know, and that's just, like, even Goat talking about escape cheese being banned. That might actually, you might actually wish you didn't say that. Like, that might actually not be a bad idea. And so, yeah. I think to finish off the gift conversation specifically, I think my biggest issue with gift was just you could run 9, and I'm like, that's too much. I think maybe 1 stack per monster, because it forces you to like improvise a little bit, and it forces you to use other teams, and like
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You have high HP teams with at least 2, 3, 4 stacks of gift. You can just do it. Like, it doesn't even matter.
right.
At least from my experience doing that exact thing twice in a row. Like, yeah, the gifts go crazy.
Yeah, and I know once I passed mission 14 and had the gifts, that was it. The only thing that could end my run was some really bad RNG of them going back to back to back and critting into like MBC or something.
Yeah.
Like that was it. That was the only thing that could end the run. It's like I'm basically home free. I'll lose life points, but the run will be over. And that's exactly what happened. Like, I just sleptwalked my way through. I know Xenom certainly did. I know you did to some extent.
Yep.
Like,
Well,
Goat
I also
did
had
it to some extent.
this time I had Fairy's Gift, but
Sure.
season 5 I had 4 stacks of Gift and just heal and BLS every turn. You know.
Yeah, I know. Shit, on my main team, I had like 4 stacks. I had 2 on Serpentine, 2 on MBZ, and then I had 3 on Millennium Golem, and then I had 3 on Laura. There was a point in time where I had like 2 on Laura and 2 on Kachua before she died. Like, they were just super stacked. I think we need a nerf gift. But yeah, I think for now those are my initial thoughts on like rule changes. I think we're gonna keep away with whatchamacallit, the item change rule. I liked it being gone. It can stay gone. And I really, 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 really like the whatchamacallit. I like the level cap a lot. So I think in the future I may bring this this particular ROM back because of how difficult the end is, and like rotate items around and stuff.
Rotate the items. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish season 4 had a level cap. Running the Yugi campaign with level cap would be pretty crazy. With the original roster. And that would be crazy.
Well, we just got to see what they're cooking for season 6, right? Are they going to do Yugi, and then we'll have one like a Yugi with a Yugi ROM with a level cap?
I am assuming that is true. I assume it's Yugi. We did Kaiba this season, and nobody wants to fucking do Joey again, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, I assume it'll be Yugi again.
Oh yeah. The shit's looking up, man, for the Falspawn Kingdom Draft League Extended Universe. Pretty fucking exciting.
For sure. I think next season I want to emphasize getting in younger players. Everyone is welcome back for sure, but I certainly want like a second.
Rookies.
I want a second league with rookies.
Yeah. Like
What?
maybe you could do like, I don't know.
Wow, you're taking
like
a lot of wild pot shots, Tom. Me personally, not gonna take that. Anyway,
I don't know how much you could like I don't know how much you could like limit the experienced players, but you know, priority for rookies? Question mark?
I would just open I don't mind having a second division, and I don't think I'm gonna get 8 pure rookies in. So
yeah,
like it is what it is. I don't think we'll run more than 2 divisions. I'll run a third if it fills up, but right now I don't think we'll get more than 2. I am going to be a lot more proactive though about trying to get like rookie players in. We do have players here playing like rookies. No fucking kidding. Holy shit. Griever, a fucking obelisk, playing like ass. Mission 11, embarrassing. Garbage. Yeah. No kidding. Mars was really bad, and he had a season under his belt. He played this exact ROM. He don't count. I mean, he kind of counts. He played this ROM in season 5 and still flubbed it.
Didn't he flub early though? It was pretty bad.
What's a snake draft? I've never done a snake before. Tom going off with the roasts. Yeah, he flubbed on Mission 5 and lost Keith, but his Keith in Chaos was much better, and that flub literally costed him the entire campaign. He lost his 3 best monsters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just bad. Rose.
Pretty fucked.
It's like, who are you? Why are you here? And so, yeah, as I said, 4 people finished. K-Fox and Graceful got close enough to be interesting. So, I have since changed my comments to rookies You asshole.
Does Mars beat Berseria Crow from season 5?
Yes.
Not to bring in the season 5 lore.
Yes. Berseria Crow
That's
didn't
pretty
cry
fair.
and throw shit. He threw a tantrum, yes, but it was like quick, and mostly behind closed doors. But yeah, I think I think crying all day, throwing shit, and like like he legitimately cried. So that crying over a video game live just no, I can't. You lose. There's no coming back from that.
Oh, it's pretty fair. It's definitely pretty fair.
Well,
I don't know.
And not to dig too much into what was said off stream, but he said some things that just no coming back from.
Sure.
No
So
coming back
it's
from.
even worse.
Oh god.
Even worse than what you might think. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah, like Crow was very focused on just the game and his frustrations with the game. While still stupid and moronic, it wasn't nearly the cry session of my personal life is bad that he gave us.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, no. Infinitely worse.
I feel like even Crow was also like one of the first people to get to Weevil, so it kind of like, he was going into Weevil basically blind, and got caught by the way that it works,
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely remember having to like study the fucking VODs to even have a chance of getting out of Weevil without losing teeth. That was it was stressful. It's a stressful mission.
Yeah. Well, and not only was it like crazy, he's so insistent on doing it blind. And even then, like, it was a shit team, I think, that he lost. It wasn't even anything good.
Yeah, it wasn't even that bad.
It's like, can you...
But...
For sure. Are you hungry? No. Do you just want frozen? Yeah. You just want frozen. What am I gonna tell your mother? That I tried to feed you 3 times and you didn't want anything? Hmm? Yeah, what am I gonna tell your mom? That you just weren't hungry? Dude, yeah, he literally had Mystical Elf and just gave up. Crazy.
Did he have both of the elves?
He had both.
Yeah. I was so sad. It was like, this is I want to see Cosmo Queen win. This is like my favorite monster from this game. And early quit. Early DQ. Fucked me up.
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
end...
should have
I think I'm gonna end the screen cap here, but we can keep having this conversation.